Shail Choelji from Rajasthan, he came.
Ah,
So, they created all, they make the blog,
right.
and they were enjoying. We all watching, we are senior students, 6th year student, and we were just watching. We are not knowing about how professional artists they look like, and what are the kind of, I mean, their introduction, their the way of talking, body language, everything. So I was very much fascinated to see all that, and they all very much friendly. So our teacher Somnath, he told me that you and other 1 or 2 students, you have to pull up the print and edition. So during that printing time, I was close to these artists, and Jay sir was one of them. And I was asking, sir, you are from which place? He said, I am from Delhi, I am teaching College of Art and all. So I really understood about that after finishing college, what artists they do practice. Apart from the teaching or somewhere involved in profession, but they create their own work, body of work, and that makes them every time to create new and all, and they do exhibition. I came to know about that the artists they do exhibition also in the galleries and all. And during that time he told me that you come Delhi, meet me, and I will show you gallery, I will introduce you other artists and all. And Jay sir gave me one print. He written my name, and like other artists also gave. In that camp there was Paneer Silvan from Chennai, Jay sir, Sahil Choel, and some Calcutta, Amitabh Banerjee, and all those artists were there. So after that, in 1982, I came back after finishing my education
Masters,
there.
yeah.
I came to Delhi with a national scholarship, and that time I met Jay sir again. And while working in Gadi studio, sometime Jay sir also used to come. He took admission for ceramic.
Right.
So again I had interaction with Jay sir while he was making ceramic potteries, and I used to call him, why don't you come and see my work, sir? So he said, okay, bring your portfolio. So I showed him my works, and he guided me. And after that, sometime we are meeting in the exhibitions and meeting in College of Art. He organized one silk screen camp. That is Udayan Care Foundation, for Udayan Care Foundation.
Yeah, right.
So my interaction with Jay sir again in College of Art. And the lastly, when I came here and I found that Jay sir studio is next door mine, and he was coming here, he was staying, working, and that was real final. I mean, to see and understand Jay sir, the artists, the way they work and the way create their work of art, it is amazing. And while observing him, that the way he create form, he apply color and everything, it was amazing. It was fantastic experience with him. And just before he passed away, we had a talk last 2 years. I mean, 2018, 19, before Corona.
Before Corona.
Yes, and we used to have a discussion. He used to call, Sushant, come and see the way the work I have created. Say something. So he was very much close with his younger artists, younger generation artists. He used to invite, say something, see the work I have created. That kind of interaction is really fantastic.
Yes.
And sometimes it's rare to get such kind of affection from very senior artists.
Yeah.
And I feel very proud about that. And he used to say, Sushant, whenever you start making studio, I will come and do some work. Why don't you organize some workshop kind of thing? And that really remind me till the end. And after his remise, and I decided that I have to do something. And 2021, month of August, I did a workshop in my studio. It was Jai Imprint,
Jai Imprint, yes.
edition 1. I created a portfolio of etching prints, some of Kaladham artists, some other
Also,
friends, senior artists involved, all of them, and I took out a portfolio. So, Jai sir, remembering Jai sir is really something, and till I can't imagine the sir is no more in his affection, his blessings always with me, and that is my opinion about Jai sir.
Right, right. He will continue to be there through his
Yes.
work also.
Yes.
Now you had mentioned about the young generation. My next question was going to be about that. In fact, that as a senior, now you are a senior artist. So as a senior artist, what is your advice to the younger generation that is getting exposure to so many different forms of creating like NFT, for example? They are all excited about the computer. They are excited about the fact that they can create so many different variations of work, but they are not. Some of them are not coming towards printmaking because they are saying, "Arey, bahut kaam hai."
See,
how do you deal with that?
See, all the differences will remain till the end, because even in Europe, there are group of artists, group of people, they are very much involved with this advanced technological advancement, and they are dealing with digital thing, creating fantastic work. And equally, parallelly, there are artists also, they are very much going towards that conventional medium. So, conventional medium will be always alive and parallelly, and both the things are going parallelly, I believe.
But do you feel that that is happening in India? Because I feel that there is a printmaking needs a little bit more support from the Indian galleries, the market, and also the clientele.
See, Indian galleries, they never supported printmakers. The printmaking is alive because most of the Indian art colleges, they have a printmaking subject in curriculum.
Right.
That is one reason that still you will get the outcome.
Right.
Students,
Right.
every year they are coming there. And now there are a lot of people doing, young generation people, the youngsters, they are doing a lot of woodcut. They are fascinating about woodcut. They are doing big size of woodcut. So this really remind me that still today that young generation are getting more towards printmaking. Of course, they do painting, other kind of work like sculpture. They do some assemblage and all
video
this,
art
video
also,
art,
photography.
Yeah. So, in overall, I found this is the good stage now in India. Every student, they should have that kind of inclination that they will do lot of experiments, and if it is going, it is happening, then it is really good sign.
That is a good sign. But how do we get the galleries to support the printmakers more?
See, galleries,
what is your
the ambition of gallery is to sell. That is only.
Yes, but they also support. There are some galleries.
See,
I won't take names, but there are some galleries that support.
At reaching at this age,
yeah,
I can tell that there are galleries in Delhi. They are supporting printmakers.
Yes.
But common practice is really different. They always ask about some painters, some good sculptors, and they are who are the known sculptors or painters in Indian art scene. So they opt they give first
Always they
preference.
give first preference to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this really hurt me, that why galleries they do like this.
Yeah.
There are a lot of printmaker and good printmakers, senior as well as youngsters. They are creating wonderful work, and if they try little bit, it will be sellable. They have to create a market.
They have to convince
They
the.
convince the audience, convince the people, educate the people about printmaking, and which we printmakers, we friends, we are really trying our level best to make the people to understand and to educate them about the medium. Then only we will succeed. So it is our try.
Yeah,
We are trying
yeah,
our level
definitely,
best.
definitely. I think that the galleries are one, and also the clientele, the buyers, they need to also get little bit of excitement, education. Maybe
Yeah.
also if we involve them,
Yeah.
maybe we do some live workshops.
Yeah.
This is something that I have thought about. That why printmakers some are very secretive. Also, they don't want to talk about. So
Well,
that is something which I do not understand.
no, some of the secretive also painters.
Yeah,
You can't enter straight away to any senior artist studio.
yeah, yeah. They don't. You have to come
They don't
invited.
allow. They have to
No, you have
invite,
to be
and
invited.
then they will ask them. They will not show their trade or tricks.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
how I create such texture or something. So it applies for both the people.
Both. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Printmakers, they don't say, because there are a lot of things that artists, printmakers, they use different kind of acids and solvents.
so you have to wear the
Sometimes
mask
it
and all.
is,
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
it is health hazard,
Yeah.
and that part has to be careful about.
Yes. Yes.
So we can't straight away can't allow
Yeah.
viewer or audience who they don't know about the technical aspects. So that has to be told before, to show that, or to to work in front of the audience, that this is the reason. So you have to watch from away and see the outcome, but you have to use mask or something.
Yeah. Now I think people are more comfortable with masks because of
Yeah.
the pandemic. Yeah, it has had a different kind of effect that people are okay with wearing masks now. So
Even
maybe
then
we
some
can.
even then some printmakers, they feel that why should I share my trades?
That's what I'm talking about. That attitude.
That not has to be done.
Yeah.
For my case, I always inspire students. Even I'm working in Gadi studio. It's a community studio.
Yeah.
So whatever I am doing in front of all 5-10 people around me, and they can watch, they can see, and they always discuss with me, and I help them.
Right.
So for my case, I am very much sure
You are
that
open,
I
yeah.
don't have anything secret about it. I
Right.
am ready to share my knowledge. Yes.
Sure, sure. Because knowledge always multiplies when you share
Yes,
it.
exactly.
And you can also get something from a young person as well.
Exactly.
If
You
are
can learn
talking-
so many things
Yeah.
from young people.
So that is something we hope for and we require.
Exactly.
Definitely the sharing of the knowledge, the getting more sponsorship, getting more support from the collectors, from the galleries. I also would like you to share anything with our audience that we have not covered in the questions that I have asked you. Would you like to share something?
Well, the people who has no idea or to knowledge about this medium, I'm always invite them, welcome them. They can ask me about this technique or medium, and at least my level best I will try to explain them, or if they want to see while working, while
Right.
processing
Right.
the matrix, they can ask me, they can straight away come and ask that I want to see how you create this, and I'm always welcome to them.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
And are you planning any more workshops that you'd like to tell our audience about, where they can sign
See,
up?
See, for workshop or any activities, there are some financial parties
Yeah,
involved.
of course.
I am really lucky enough that I got a support and help from Mr. Ajay Zharotia, the son of Jai sir. And the moment I talked to him that it was the wish of Jai sir, and we used to have a discussion about this thing, that to do some workshop here in my studio.
Right.
So Ajay, he accepted. He said, yes, I will fund you, but not big amount, but basic thing
Basic,
for creating material or binding everything. So he initial workshop he funded. So I had a 5 days workshop in my next door studio, and I invited artists. I arranged for food, tea, and everything. They came and worked here, and they made a plate, zinc plate, and later on I hire a person, because it should be nearly 400 to 500 prints. So I hired a master printer
Okay.
who helped me to pull out the prints from each block. I took out 20 prints, and condition was that after 20 prints I will damage the plate.
Okay.
Yeah. So they all agreed, like Gogi Sarojpal, Ved Nair, they all agreed that yes, no problem.
Yes, they are.
They know about the.
They are very professional. They
Yeah,
know
professional.
that. Yeah. So.
So out of 20, 15 prints I have given all of them, every artist.
Okay.
15
And
artists.
5 you have kept for yourself.
And 15 I have made a portfolio. Out of 15, 5 I have to give. Ajay asked me that I want 5 portfolio.
Okay.
So I have given him 5, and another person is a stationery shop, Subhida Stationery, Mr. Anil Gupta. He also helped me. So he asked me how I can help you to come out the project. So I asked him, he provide paper. He provided good papers, imported papers and all,
Yes.
newsprint, other related things. So I gave him 1 portfolio, and another gallery, Dhumimal Gallery. He also gave me some assistance,
That's
small
wonderful.
amount.
That's wonderful.
So entire thing really came out very well. I gave him 1 portfolio. Rest 5, 6 are with me.
Right.
So I am planning to sell in very reasonable price to support my studio to purchase some more equipments, rollers and other things, necessary items
Yes.
for your studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
That is the basic idea about this.
lovely. Lovely. So that the workshops is one thing we can look forward to. And are you coming up with any personal shows that you'd like to mention? Any maybe book or something like that? Diaries?
Yeah, I am planning to do some book. Yes.
Okay.
And at present I am doing my exhibitions with a group, but I have a plan to do my one-man show next year
Yeah.
sometime.
Yeah. In fact, there is a show coming up, Marks.
Yeah, this is a show coming
Yes,
up in
which is
March and
the
Gurgaon
lovely
Gallery.
coincidence
Yeah,
that it is happening during the time of we are doing this interview.
yeah.
And we can look forward to all 5 of you coming
Yes,
together in that show. And we want more shows like that. We want to see the works
Yeah.
of you and your group, and also other young printmakers.
Exactly.
So we are looking forward for the support and the love of the janta.
Yes, and love at the same time. I want their support.
Support
as
is
well.
support, of course.
Yes.
Support is very important.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your sharing your time with us, sir, and your knowledge. And we hope that we can take this forward and support printmaking the way that Jay sir has the vision.
Yes.
Definitely.
He was the person always behind that.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
he was very much free to younger generation artists.
Yes.
And also he worked in very different mediums. Apart from printmaking, he worked painting, ceramics. He did some sculptures. It's a really wonderful experience.
Yeah, I've got in the room upstairs, I have
Yeah.
got seen all of the
Yes,
sculptures.
yes.
Not all of them, but a good collection.
Good collections.
So that is wonderful. We must have more avenues to show and to do, and we look forward for that.
And he was very generous to the place here he lived,
Yes.
Kaladham. He presented one big sculpture which is here in Kaladham in the central place.
Okay.
And he was very close to the artist of Kaladham.
Yeah.
And he always came forward to
That
help
is-
other artists.
That is wonderful that you are all living together,
Yes,
having a
yes.
studio. You can stay also if you want to work for a month. Also,
Yes,
you can.
he
Stay.
had a feeling of community and
Yeah,
kind of.
that is important for artists. So thank you so much for your time and for viewing us. And please click on our links and come and watch us often, because we are going to be doing lots of these workshops and these talks and these interviews with artists. So thank you so much for your time, sir, and have a good day.
Thank you, Georgina, and thanks to
Jai sir.
Jay sir, thanks to Jay Foundation that they gave me such an opportunity to explain about my views on making medium. Thank you very much.
Thank
for all.
you.